Okay, this is part 3. On the bottom of 689, it talks about workbook theme. And so if you click on the page layout tab, then under the themes, we're going to choose the retrospect theme. That's what I want you to choose. And notice it changes your color scheme a little bit, and then click Save. Okay, on page 690, we're going to do a chart. A chart is that basically represents some of the data in your worksheet. Data, a lot of times in a chart, is easier to understand for a lot of people than a whole bunch of numbers. So Sparklines are tiny charts embedded in the cell that gives you like a little bit of a visual trend there. So recommended charts is an Excel feature they talk about that shows you what the suggestions are there. So we're going to select A3 to D7. This amount of cells. And so when you select that certain amount, highlight it, then it's going to create the chart based on the data. So we're going to click on Insert, Menu, and then we're going to, in the Charts group, which we're going to be here, we're going to click Recommended Charts. And it'll come up with some options. Gives you some chart options to the left. We're going to go about down about 1/3 of the way and click the second clustered column chart. So about a third down. So let's see what we've got here. So okay, so we are going to choose the second one. Make sure it looks kind of like this does here, okay? The cardio names will appear because you selected those, and then the amounts, okay? And then that'll pull up, and it'll appear directly above the second chart. So gives you options here over on the right too, on changing different data. Okay, so we are gonna keep it on this one. Let's go back. If we go up here, notice there's different designs here. And we're going to go down and select the one right up above the clustered one that we had here. This is the first clustered. We're going to choose the first clustered instead now. We'll give you a little preview that way. And so now we're going to just click OK. Just click off of it, right? So now if you click on it, then you get the tools up here. Under Chart Tools, we're going to go to Design and Format. We've got the Design and Format option. So this is category labels here that it came down with. And that area is referred as the category axis or the x-axis. And this is the value, which is the y-axis. So x-axis and y-axis. Depending on which arrangement of the row you selected in there, you can change how the data appears that way. So to the right of the chart, we have 3 buttons. We have the chart elements button. You can add or remove chart elements such as title, legend, grid lines, data labels, chart styles, changes the color scheme, and chart filters edit what data points and names are visible on your chart. So in the worksheet, so we're going to look at this information here. Each of these points are a data point. Represented by a data marker. So if you click on this, you can move it around, but then it shows you this. And then data marker. Data series here. So we're on the design tab. We're going to click on chart layout or quick layout. So you can change to a bunch of different layouts here. You can, look at the different layouts here without clicking on them. It shows you kind of some different layouts of your chart. So you don't have to select one of those. It just shows you where you can do that. So we're going to click on the chart title here. We're going to just start typing. Notice as soon as you start typing, it'll start kind of coming over here to format your chart title. So you're going to deselect that after you're done. Okay, so if you click on the chart title and then you click on the little chart styles here, we're going to change the title to be like style number 6, and that'll style your heading for you. At the top of the gallery, click color. Oh, shoot. Just unselected style 6. And then color. We want under colorful point to the 3rd row of colors. And we're going to pick colors 3. Okay, so then we have that selected here. So colorful, 3rd row, color 3, and then apply it. Point to the top border of the chart to display the little this so that you can move it. And it says to position it in A10 so that you have that. And then click the cell to deselect the chart. And let's go ahead and save. I'm on page 695 now, creating and formatting Sparklines. So we're going to select the range B4 to D7. That represents the monthly sales figures for each product. And then click the insert. And then in the Sparklines group, we're going to click line. And then it's going to use that data, but then we're going to select F4 to F7 is where we want to put it. And then click OK. And then it'll leave little sparklines kind of showing a trend is going for each of those. Now we're going to go into the Design tab and then Show Group and then click Markers so it'll show the markers as it's going up and down. In the Design tab in the Styles group, we're going to click More. So we're going to click that little drop down arrow. In the second row, click the fourth one. Accent for darker 25%. And then I'm just going to click Save. Okay, so we're going to show our formulas here. If you click on the formulas bar, alright, so first we're going to go to the Page Layout tab. And then under the Page Layout tab in the Page Setup area is where you go in here, and there you can set your margins and all of that. We're going to do here, and then go to Custom Margins. And under the margin, we're going to center it on the page horizontally. And then OK. And Page Setup tab. We're going to click the Header and Footer tab. And the custom footer then, we're going to go in there. And it comes up with 3 sections on the custom footer tab. Okay, so under the custom footer, we're going to go in the left section, and then we're going to insert a. Okay, we're going to go to the insert file path here, which will automatically insert the file and the path name here. And